I have some good news. We're going to Africa in 10 days.
Wow! I want to see a tortoise! And I want to see a flamingo!
The cheetah races across the savanna, a whole 100 kilograms. You know, a chameleon's eyes are just like Periscope. Africa is the second largest continent on Earth, and it is the hottest continent. The sun shines here almost every day.
There are so many animals here!
The cheetah is the fastest land animal in the world. He can run at a speed of approximately 110 to 120 kilometers per hour, but he can't keep this speed for long. Only for 20-30 seconds and for a distance of about 400-500 meters. The cheetah races across the savanna as swiftly as a car on a city road. That's how fast it is.
Wow, the cheetah is so fast! Like the video if you enjoyed it. Click the bell notification icon. Subscribe to our channel to learn more amazing facts about animals.
The cheetah's body seems to be specially designed for speed. It's slender and light, and its contours are just like those of a race car. The cheetah's head is small and neat. When it runs after prey, it presses its ears down. This helps it move faster. It zooms ahead just like an arrow.
Imagine that a cheetah's back is a real spring. When it races, its back bends and then straightens again, just like a spring when you squeeze it and let it go.
A single leap of a cheetah can cover a distance of 6 to 8 meters. That's like flying over 3 large school desks placed in a row, in one go.
The cheetah has a long tail.
Imagine the cheetah's tail is a steering wheel, just like in a car. It's 90 centimeters long and very strong. Imagine, the cheetah zooms forward like a rocket, and it steers with its tail as if it's a steering wheel. That's how it turns and stays on its feet.
Look at how the cheetah's paw is built. Do you see those claws? They're not very bright, but they're really strong.
The cheetah slightly extends its claws to avoid slipping while racing across the savanna. That's how nature made it, a true champion of speed. Do you see the black lines running from the corners of the cheetah's eyes down to its mouth?
Yes, I see them. Yes. What are those lines for?
These black stripes near the eyes are like natural sunglasses. They help the cheetah block out bright glare so it can spot its prey more easily. Each cheetah has its own unique pattern of spots. No two patterns are alike. It's just like human fingerprints. No two are the same. Do you know how scientists tell one cheetah from another? By their spots! Each cheetah has its own special pattern, and there can be anywhere from 2,000 to 2,000 spots on a cheetah's coat.
Cheetah boys love having company. They gather in small groups, and most often these are brothers from the same litter. They hunt and protect their territory together, and that's their strength. As a team, male cheetahs can even take down larger prey. I see a cheetah! It's a female cheetah. They're true loners. They spend most of their lives on their own, and they only meet males when it's time to have babies.
The cheetah can run quickly, but not every hunt is successful. It catches prey about 50% of the time.
The cheetah is fast, but it can't keep running for long. If it doesn't catch the prey in the first seconds, it stops to save its energy.
After a lightning-fast sprint, a cheetah needs up to 30 minutes to catch its breath and cool down, because such a burst of speed uses up almost all of its energy.
In the 10th to 12th centuries, kings and princes used cheetahs. They were called pardus for hunting. They were highly valued for their agility and speed. Cheetahs are having a tough time right now. There are fewer than 7,500 of them left in the wild. That's not very many. That's why it's so important to protect these amazing animals.
Imagine a huge turtle, almost the size of a children's bicycle. This is a sulcata tortoise. That's awesome!
The tortoise weighs as much as an adult, a whole 100 kilograms. And its shell is longer than a school ruler, more than 80 centimeters. She doesn't just live anywhere. She lives in the hot savannas and semi-deserts of Africa, where the sun beats down so fiercely that even the stones seem to be hot.
This tortoise has its own construction tool, spurs on its hind legs. These are hard growths, 2-3 on each leg.
She digs long burrows with them, just like a little excavator. But while an excavator's engine makes a loud noise, the turtle works in complete silence.
These underground homes stay cool, even on the hottest day. The temperature inside hardly changes, and the tortoise hides from the scorching sun.
Do you know how it survives without getting thirsty? It hardly drinks any water. It gets all the moisture it needs from the grass and thorns it eats.
She can also absorb water directly through her skin when she sits in the damp soil in her burrow. It's like a superpower, helping her save water in the desert. In spring, the males begin their tournament. They push against each other and try to lift one another with their shells in order to flip them over. It looks like a game. But for a turtle, ending up on its back is a big problem. It might not be able to flip itself over, and lying upside down in the heat is very dangerous. These turtles live a very long time, 70 to 80 years or even more. Some individuals live up to 150 years. For example, giant tortoises from the Galapagos Islands.
Turtles live a long time because their body works slowly. They don't need to keep warm all the time like cats or dogs. They get heat from the sun.
When it's cold, they move more slowly and use less energy. That's why their body doesn't age as fast. The pink color of flamingos' feathers isn't their natural color. It appears because of their diet. Flamingos are born white. Their pink feathers appear later. The color comes from carotenoids, which the birds get from their food, small crustaceans and blue-green algae.
Imagine a flamingo eats the wrong food and its beautiful pink feathers slowly become less bright. This can happen if the zoo doesn't have special food with the right nutrients.
They have a big beak.
Flamingos are good at filtering water.
They have a special beak. The upper part is smaller than the lower part. It works like a lid.
The edges have little plates. These plates help the flamingo find food. These plates help the flamingo find food.
While feeding, the bird stirs up the bottom with its feet, dips its head down, and sucks in water with silt.
Imagine, nature created a living filter, not plastic or metal, just real. It works like a machine, cleverly and beautifully, non-stop. A true miracle.
Flamingos don't build nests from twigs. They make cone-shaped towers from mud and silt. The height is about the size of a palm, or a little more.
The birds carefully trample the mud with their feet, and the sun's rays dry it out. So a sturdy cone-shaped nest gradually takes shape. The flamingo lays 1-2 eggs in this tower nest. The cone-shaped nest is like a little house for the chicks. The water won't flood it, and predators can't get to the babies.
Birds' milk. What a wonder.
Flamingos feed their chicks with a special nutritious secretion. It's almost like how mammal mothers take care of their young.
Parent birds have a special pouch in their throat. It's called a crop. Inside the crop, they make a special food for their babies. This food is called crop milk. You know, flamingos just love standing on one leg. They tuck the other one up and hide it in their feathers, and they don't get tired at all.
It's not easy to stand on one leg, is it?
But flamingos don't even have to try.
They've got a special mechanism in their joint, like an invisible lock that holds the pose. A bird can stand like this for hours and hardly use any energy. Flamingos don't get cold in the water. They keep one leg in the water and tuck the other into their feathers to stay warm. In Africa, flamingos gather in huge flocks. Sometimes there are more than 1 million birds in one colony. Just imagine how many that is. A whole city of feathered friends. Flamingos love to live in large groups. While some birds are vigilantly watching for predators, others can calmly search for food.
Flamingos love unusual lakes. They're nothing like the beaches we're used to. The water in these lakes can be very salty and a little prickly to taste. That's because of the alkali.
Why do flamingos like saltwater lakes?
There are plenty of crustaceans and algae in saltwater lakes. That's exactly what flamingos love.
It's not easy to live in such lakes. The water is very salty and can be harsh, and the temperature keeps going up and down. Because of this, not many different animals can survive there.
So no one takes the flamingos' food or harms them. The birds can eat and build their nests in peace.
Flamingos can calmly drink water from such lakes and don't suffer, all thanks to special glands near their eyes. They work like tiny filters. They collect the excess salt and carefully release it to the outside. This way, flamingos have their own unique cleaning system.
This is a chameleon. Camouflage isn't just about blending in with the background. People often think chameleons change color to blend in.
If a chameleon wants to show that the branch is its territory, it becomes brighter. And when it meets a rival, it changes color as if saying, "Don't come closer."
The chameleon's bright colors are like a flag,
Careful, this is my place.
and dull colors are like a sign.
I'm tired. I don't want to fight.
You know, a chameleon's eyes are just like periscopes on a submarine. They move completely independently, swiveling this way and that.
One eye can look forward, while the other looks back, as if it's checking whether someone is sneaking up from behind.
The chameleon can see almost everything around it. It's like it has eyes on all sides. Its field of view is almost like a circle, a full 360 degrees.
Imagine, a chameleon's tongue is like a real catapult. It can shoot forward and stretch out farther than the chameleon itself is long.
What an amazing superpower!
He shoots it out at tremendous speed to catch an insect. It's all thanks to special muscles. One gives the tongue a powerful launch, and the other quickly snaps it closed to trap the prey.
African chameleons have a very grippy little tail. They cleverly wrap it around branches. This helps them hold on tight and not fall while they're climbing trees.
Their paws are structured so that the toes are grouped 2-3 in skin sheaths and can firmly grip the branch from both sides.
For forest chameleon species, the main purpose of camouflage is to hide from predators and wait for prey.
In the wild, forest chameleons in Africa live for 3-5 years. They face threats from predators and diseases, temperature changes, and food shortages.
In captivity with proper care, chameleons live longer, usually 5-8 years, and some individuals can live up to 10-12 years. Sometimes a chameleon's ability to change color is seen as a symbol of wisdom, as if it can look at the same situation from different angles.
Like the video if you enjoyed it. Click the bell icon. Subscribe to our channel to learn more amazing facts about animals.